All right, I've been doing a lot of experimenting with this round two monthlies. Machina Hero with Nick on the left versus Dan Rose's Krystia-Sworn's on the right. I'm sorry, the audio's been just giving me so much trouble lately. I'm just trying to get these videos finally out. Like I said, this is the July monthlies, and it's mid-August, and I am finally getting around to recording them. So Dan's going first. Starts us off. I called Nick's deck the Machine Hero. It's the HeMa-Roid variant. There's a little different than our round one with Eric using the Cyber Edison. So Dan starts off with a charge, milling Honest, Ryko, and was it Arcus, I think? Adds Lumina. That's a pretty good opening. Lumina into the Arcus. Most likely the play. I don't know what else Dan has in his hand. I love, oh my gosh, the fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards are in a way like more real than modern cards to me. So that Jinzo looks so cool. Perfect token too. So he discards the Lila. He is going to special the Arcus in defense. It's going to give him 5 mills. 1, 2, 3. There's a wolf. And 1, 2. And wow. I mean, starting off so hot from Dan Rose. Let's see what this... From all the Machina variants, like, Lightsworns do give you a tough time. But it's like... I think everyone has the same experience, no matter what deck you run, has the same experience with Lightsworns, just being such a casino deck. Oh, it's summer. My windows are open, so you might be hearing some street noises. The Lightsworns are such a casino deck, so it's like they either beat you or you win, or like they lose. It's not really too much outside of that, no matter what deck you're playing. But I feel like uniquely, a lot of the Machina variants do have a little more trouble. In the way that like frogs are kind of good against Lightsworns because they can manage a little stall game. But futures, he's gonna send the Prisma in the Ocean. And he's going to summon Gear Frame? Yeah, let's get the Gear Frame. Add the Fortress. Looks like he had Force in his hand. And Stratos. Ooh, I love the main deck limiter removal. I think it's not... It can't be in every deck or every Machina deck. Like the quick draws have too many other plays. Even the Hamster Ryko... Caius, that's like I don't know. It is so often a dead card, but it can really just shake things up. All right. Oh, he's going. This is my problem. I go too much on turn 1, but I mean, future into Miracle is such an amazing play, and Dan Rose having the opening that he had. I mean, you might as well. Hits over for 15. And it's a tough choice, but like at the end of the day, that's kind of his only option. Probably lose to the wolf. Lose the Gear Frame to the wolf. He wasn't going to attack over Arcus. And then if he didn't attack over Lumina, he's going to get Arcus back next turn and back to the square one. So once you start thinking about it's like always the obvious play. But there's so many times where I'm like looking at the board like, oh, there's so much to do. I do none of it. I think what the debate is, I'm assuming he has a Book of Moon because he's trying to figure out how to get around Ab-Zero without losing his field. I think he's just gonna lose to this anyways. Krystia mill 4. So now I think he just milled a wolf. I was gonna ask about this. So if he mills the wolf and he blows up the ab 0, does he get the wolf back? Or like, does the wolf resolves at the end, I believe. So then I would target the ab 0, the future fusion, and okay. He did mill the wolf. Why would you not? Does he have, maybe he has another way of getting around the future fusion? But I would have just attacked over the gear frame and then, oh, that's why. But does it, all right, here's a question. The future fusion, like, is it like Drill Warrior? Like, Drill Warrior is not stopped. Like, you can't, like, bottomless because it returns. But does that mean it's, I think Drill Warrior says it's special summoned. So he adds the honest. Oh, that's a way to get around it. But does it stop the future's special summon? Because that makes sense. It just do way more damage. I'm going to get life points going. So he attacked for 15. Nick attacked for 15. Summons the Stratos. Searches Prisma. Search Prisma here? Or Alias, okay. And then 21 and 28. So he's going to set two bluffs. Those are both spells. But he's only at 31, so he kind of needs to... I know I asked the question, and I obviously could have just... Wait, yeah, all right. So heavies, it's the bluff. So we're going into game 2. We'll reset... reset the clock. Again, I want to keep the siding in. Let's see if we can see some of the side options. It looks like a compulse. I would not. Oh no, he's taking out compulse. Yeah, Arcus is just tough. I really liked the Ryanide's Lightsworn, maining the double Arcus, but I could picture maining the third. But I feel like Arcus has found its place at like 2 in the main. All right, let's see. The first side is always longer, so that's why I sped it up. I think I even put it at like 2.3 or 2.5 or something. All right, so Nick's gonna start us off. Gear frame, ocean. Top decking another force. See, that's the same problem I was finding with the Krystia. You see force a lot, which isn't bad. It's just, it sucks when you get, like, when you draw into 2 of them, or like you draw into them and you aren't seeing your other Machina, packages or whatever, or cards, and it just ends up being dead. I feel like that might happen even more with this build, because oh no, you got future. He might run a foolish. He has in Prisma. He has ways to send it. Send the fortress. But yeah, I've been liking the quick draw Drill Warrior, just recycling that. Like, even if it's not force that you're recycling. You only have one in your deck. You don't really need to see it. You have your other ways of getting it. So we get an L set. Classic. Screw a T set. Oh, a second gear frame. Oh, this is crazy. I think if that's especially if that is like a trap sun. I mean, what are you worried about? I don't think Krystia-Sworns are main decking the. All right, yeah, just let's bait out the traps if we can. Put some pressure on. And then wait for a big Machina play once you can either have defense for the traps. But I feel like at this point, this is kind of like just dead. Like those are bluffs. All right, so it summons the ocean. What was that spell? Is that a miracle? Attacks into the honest. Oh, I gotta get the life points. Charges. Got some good mills on that one. Go to Lumina. Get that Gareth. Garoth. Still thinking. He did add Lumina, right? Crazy not to. Start feeling the grave. Add a little draw power if possible. What is he thinking on? I don't normally I wouldn't normally say Dan's like a slow player, but every once in a while his move, like, he just thinks it feels like for so long, but I mean, there's a reason why I top it. Like, he's probably just mapping out the perfect way to not only clear the board but also get some extra damage going. Better setup. Discards Beckoning. Garoth. Oh, I hate Garoth. Just all the 50s. I even started I took Shrink out of my Glads a while ago just because I was getting annoyed typing into 50 on life points, and my buddy plays Light Zorn, so shrinking a Garoth and having all 4 digits being used in life points is so stupid. All right. Maybe he's considering topping for Plague and getting a synchro into Honest, or with the Honest. But what does he want to go for? Like a 6? Can he make 9? 7, 8, 9? He could make a Mistworm. I don't know if he's running a Mistworm. All right, Dan, let's go. This has been a long turn, and you're not even running frogs. You want to add the Honest back to hand to clear, like, attack with Lumina and Garoth, or are you trying to save it? I understand he has different plays he can go for right now, but Switches Honest into attack. Maybe he has a... Alright, specials. Alright, now he can go into a level 8. Specialing the soul guy, whatever. By banishing... Is it 2 lights? I thought it was 2 light fairies. Ooh, I want to pull this up. Because you just banished Lila. Soul of... Stop. Soul of Purity and Light. Attack for 200. Attack for... Alright. Attack for 2. Attack for 50. Lumina Mill 3. Garoth Mill 2. No draws. I think I did that right. Alright, this card cannot be normal summon set. This card is special. 2 light monsters. Okay. Oh, the call. Call and standby, I assume. Bring out the Krystia now. Now, Nyx can't go into any of his Machina plays. How does he get around the Krystia? Plus, I always forget Soul's second effect that your monsters lose 300, or the opponent's monsters lose the 300 attack, so that's going to be even more difficult to get around, but let's see. Alright, goes into the alias. Attack over the Lumina for 5. Didn't use the on. He's got to be protecting something else. So hit for 5. Six cards in hand. So he does Honest. So he's going to take another 1850. All right, we're back to... So we got Nick at 58 and Dan's at 75. Nick's going to set one and pass. Oh, right. So he only lost. So I'm going to add 200, 300 back. So it's actually 58 to Dan's 78. As I literally was explaining Soul's effect, and then I did the math wrong anyways. Yeah, put Krystia in defense. He's got a high defense too, so. Alright, so attacks over for 350. And then 2,000. Bringing Nick down to 3450. No mills. Did he draw what he needed? I don't know what outs he has to Krystia, unless he like sides like a smashing round or something. Compulse, adds the force to hand. I guess he's just going for hand power. I mean, he didn't have a million options, so sets another bluff. Cold Wave, and Dan takes the Solemn Judgment. All right, yeah, it could have gone differently. That Krystia just shuts down the Machina engine, Machina, whatever. All right, thanks for watching round 2. I'll be back in a little bit for round 3. Peace.